Hey guys, it is Wolf Bruce with Wulfe Brothers Gaming back in Black Desert Online. Hey, I actually pulled that off without jumbling it. That's the first time in 3 takes of this. I'm proud of myself. Alright, we're finishing up the closed beta. It's going to be over here, I think, later today. I'm trying to get a little couple videos in, so I figured I'd go over the classes for anybody that hasn't got a chance to play yet. Just give me my general feelings on them. First thing I gotta say right off the bat, there is no weak classes in this game. All classes are strong, very, very balanced. Comes down to a lot of playstyle and honestly cosmetics. So while I'm doing this, keep an eye down here while I'm jabbering at you. This is a good place to look during this video because it shows you a general, like, some of the basic attacks each one's go through. There's also this little chart that gives you a general idea. Don't agree with this always, but it's a general start. Alright, so this dude, bet nobody can guess what he is. That's right, he's a tank. Shield, sword, beat somebody's face in. He's also pretty maneuverable though, and has decent high DPS and some decent AoE. Also, of course, he's got the panic button that him and Valkyrie share, and they're the only ones that have it so far, where they can put up their shield and basically be invincible, like take seriously less damage. And interesting, both of these guys can attack with their shields while they're in shield up mode. So if you really like being invincible, you can walk around pretty much all the time with your shield up and never take damage for the fun of it. Talk about trolly. Anyway, these dudes, this one's a great class to start with. Generally, if you're starting out, you have no clue what you're going to be. I'm going to suggest Warrior, Valkyrie, or Berserker as the simplest classes to get into the game and play around with until you figure out what you want to do. Alright, but yeah, strong class, good to go. A little bit more of super tanky, but decent DPS, decent maneuverability. Don't expect any crazy, he's got no buffs, he's got no special cool tricks. He's basically a shield and a sword and face wrecking everybody that happens to come within range. Ranger, pretty basic archer, what everybody expects when they think archer, that she is. Super good high DPS, single target DPS, ranged, very maneuverable. This chick you can go through, if you're twitch enough, you never get hit. That's just how that is. She's super dodgy, all kinds of stuff to get out of trouble, and of course she's shooting from range, so she can ninja backwards and sideways and all kinds of things. She's a little low on AoE till later in the game. Of course, if you know what you're doing and you're knowing the skills, it is entirely possible to save up your skill points and get those AoEs earlier in the game than their little suggested skills path will put you there. Which I do recommend doing. Save them up. AoEs are very useful because a lot of this game is AoE, group decimation, and murder. Yeah, it's one of those massacre everybody games. Super strong class though, very maneuverable. If you want to be the most annoying thing on the battlefield, this is probably a good class for you. Because they're ninjas that can shoot from a range, don't have to be close to you, so not really like a ninja, but super fast like a ninja? I don't know. Anyway, next up, Sorceress. This is one of my 2 favorite classes so far in this game. Not gonna lie, I'm opinionated. Alright, technically she's a mid-range DPS with melee ability. She can shoot not nearly as far as the archer, but enough to group up a mob, she can do it. She has really good AoE ability with several different things she's built into it. Also, I don't agree so much with how low they put her defense. She's not only got passives for both melee defense and evasion, she also has a self buff that you can keep up pretty much all the time to increase her defense. Nutsy. Other than that, she is super maneuverable with all kinds of ways to side dash while attacking, teleport across the screen, ninja shadow step behind you and stab you in the neck with a piece of black something. Anyway, super high DPS, kind of tricky to play though, so I mean, this is one of those that's probably more for experienced ones, because you kind of be doing. There's a lot of button pushing for this chick. As you can see down here, very quick ninjas all around, all kinds of different attacks, but real fun to play and a solid class. Berserker. Wrong button. Berserker. That looks like a berserker. The giants. What do you say about WWF character with two axes? Yeah, no, this dude, he's seriously a WWF player. Grab people by the neck, swing around, hit his buddies with the body, and then slam that body on the ground. Yes, you can take a MFer and hit another MFer with that MFer. Yeah, that's totally a thing. And yes, I censored that, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, it's totally a thing in this game. He can do that. He also can just jump, jump into battle, beat somebody down. Whoever he happened to miss beating down, he can grab and body slam them into the entire group, hurting everybody. Yeah, he's really fun to play just for the animation on his moves and the way he does them is you'll find yourself randomly giggling frequently playing him. I mean, yeah, Warrior can do grabs and slams too, but this dude just has so many of them. You can pick somebody up and run around with them. Like, you come here and put him on your back, and you can carry him and run around until you find somebody to hit him with, to use them to hit that other person. Anyway, it's crazy. General, really fun to play, really simple to play too. Just don't expect me moving around a lot. These dudes are definitely face tankers. They get punched in the face and just have to take it. It's really a large contest of, well, I just aggroed all these people, so I gotta kill them before they kill me. It's a thing. Have fun. Tamer, super high DPS. Before level 20, you're gonna feel really squishy. Just so you know, that's because you are really squishy. Her defense is definitely in High Lang, which is her demon wolf lion thing. Don't really know what he's classified as, but he's definitely a thing. And she's after level 20, pretty general pet class. She can have him out all the time, but he is a summon, kind of like a summon spell, not a. Don't think that, oh, I'm a tamer, so hey, this wolf over here, I want to tame you. No, it's not like that. It's she's got her spell that's a summon, and that's her pet. Period. Deal with it. Really high DPS, really fast and maneuverable. As I said, you squishy as heck though, so be careful. Later in game, I think it's level 50, she can actually gain the ability to ride around on High Lang. Yes, so you can ride around this black smoke demon wolf lion thing. Talk about tuning. You can attack with them, all kinds of things. Anyway, yeah, so when the pet is out, he tanks a lot for you. He also increases the power of a lot of your skills and the size of them, all that stuff. But yeah, super high DPS, super fast, super darty. So if you're Twitch enough, you can still be pretty survivable just with your I'm going ninja sideways and backwards and all around thing. Valkyrie. Oh, man, the amount of times I've heard this in this closed beta. Valkyrie. Warrior. Valkyrie. Warrior. Not the same. Valkyrie's the tankier of the two. She's got higher defense. She's also, right off the bat, she's got the buffs. I think she even gets a heal that she can do. It's a self-heal, but hey, whatever. But she has buffs, a lot lower DPS, a lot lower maneuverability, but if you like the traditional tank and just get punched in the face, this is probably the one you're going to want to go with. I mean, she's still got enough DPS to make it solo. You can solo with it just fine, just a little bit slower. And in group play, she's the one you want facing that boss scroll and standing there, and you can stand in the back with, this and be like, haha, trolley troll. But yeah, let me do this one more time. Valkyrie, not the same as Warrior. Different. However, Wizard, Witch, completely the same. This is just a choice of tits or a beard. Pick one, go with it. Exactly the same classes. They didn't even bother renaming some of the spells. Anyway, this I mean, on one side of it, Wizard and Witch are totally the epitome of a caster class. You're dropping meteors, dropping lightning from the sky on massive groups. You're throwing fireballs, exploding those fireballs. You're doing chain lightning. You're, you know, freezing people. You're doing an ice storm and everybody freezes, and then dropping a meteor on them, and then dropping a lightning storm on them, just to make really sure. Totally a thing. Um, don't expect to be running and gunning in this game, though. There really isn't a lot of instacast with either of these. Yeah, and you get your little magic missile, which is more to piss people off and make them come attack you, so you can group them up and do that. But yeah, the other new thing with these two, they're also your healers in game. That's right, your AoE badass dude is the one that's healing you or resurrecting you, and yeah, that's totally a thing. Yeah, go figure, right? So you can build these dudes completely and totally healer if you want. It's just where you spend your points and completely investing in those. You can also build them into, you know, complete and total AoE gods, which they are pretty much already. One thing that I've noticed a lot of people ask in this closed beta, the first healing spell you get, it's a healing aura or something like that. Look at your skill tree, you'll see it. Get that. I don't care if you invest in it much at all, but just the ability to, A, it heals you, and it gives you more mana. So it's a mana regen. You also have the skill Absorb Mana, which, A, does a lot of damage. 2, almost completely refills your mana bar. So the next time I hear somebody saying, I keep running out of potions as a wizard, start using your skills right, blocks. Anyway, great class, but yeah, keep in mind, you ain't moving around. Most of your skills that do a lot of damage, you're standing there staring at them while they're hitting you, and while you're chanting or whatever you do to cast your spell. Alright, so PvP, you small gang gankers out there, you guys are probably going to be looking at one of these three. They're the super fast, super burst time, just going ninja out of nowhere and beat you down and take your trade back or whatever you happen to be wanting to do. So, yeah. They're strong all the way around. I'm just saying any of the classes can probably do it. Those are probably the ones that are going to fit what you're going to be looking at, though. For the Siege Wars, Castle Wars, the serious large group ones, I'm probably going to say Warrior, Berserker, and then Valkyrie, of course, and the Witch, Wizard, whatever's, are going to be the ones you're going to lean towards for those. One, because these three are plenty capable of standing in the crowd and not likely to go down right away. They could get beat on for a while. And these ones, if they're left alone for even a couple seconds, they're going to kill everybody. It's a thing. Again, not saying like these dudes, these three are going to be super important for those type things too, as, you know, doing the typical assassin. I'm going to ninja around the outside and say, oh hey, there's a wizard. No, there isn't. Not anymore. Dead wizard. It's a thing. But yeah, generally that's where their strengths are going to lie for PvP. And yeah, alright guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. Remember, hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm going to be doing almost daily, if not full-on daily videos once this goes live. Going to do a full Let's Play series on it. If you have any questions or stuff that you'd like answered, throw up a comment. I've been getting a few of those. Really appreciate it. Love seeing people that I'm actually being helpful for. And don't forget, smash the thumbs up, hit the like for me, and yeah, I will see you guys all next video.